Welcome to this channel. So since last week I shared this YouTube here. With the title Breathing Training in Wing Chun SLT, the truth not revealed in public in the past 160 years. I have received many messages from our Wing Chun friends asking me to elaborate, share more detail on the open, close, rising, sinking, or rising, descending, which I share in that video. Because our friends have not heard about this and want to know what is going on. And of course, since we know that martial art based on two things, one is the physical momentum handling, another thing is the breathing. So this is important thing which we know everybody will be really interested to know what it is. So today I'd like to share with you what is going on. So here on, we all be able to know what it is and to develop it. Okay, before I'm going to share with all these details on the rising, sinking, opening, closing, I'd like to make an address again on this channel. This channel is to investigate what, why, how, based on SET, science, engineering, technology, and based on the Kung Fu 2021 Silicon Valley Kung Fu platform. Everything is objective, rational, based on evidence, based on science. Okay? So this channel will not be like the discussions or like the way how things carry on in Asia. Okay, this is down to technical, no personal, objective, rational. If this the thing is this, you say yes. If it's not, you say not. Okay, so that's how you focus it is. And so I would like to share with all our viewer, anybody who cannot take this, please do not watch this channel, because this channel is for educations and technology and culture, not for those Asia ways of presenting martial arts. Okay, so please do not watch my channel if you are not walking in the direction we in the West is walking into. Okay. So I politely ask anybody who is not belongs to here, please do not watch this channel. That's simple. Okay, so let's get into the opening, closing, rising and sinking. The first thing is I need to give you an example. So what is the opening, rising, sinking stuff? Does it exist in this world? Or it is some mumbo jumbo? Well, rising, sinking is, in today's, you can see everywhere in karate, which is the ki. When you strike, you exhale out, you make sound. That is an example of rising, sinking, open and closing. Why you need that? Why? Because when you need to perform very high intensity physical handling, you need that breathing. And when you strike out, you need that help from the breathing to support that type of movement or momentum or strength. So that is what is this rising, sinking is for. It is high intensity, high speed stuff. Okay. Now, today when people play sets, you don't see that. You play it slowly. You breathe with your mouth. You breathe with your nose only. Inhale, exhale with your nose. There's nothing wrong with that, because there are different levels. You can play the 修炼陶 sets for like just warm up your body or recovery, like in my book, the Wing Chun Inception, on the Xing Qi to Dan Tian in the 2C state, those kind of training. Okay, so you can play your 修炼陶 here, around here. Of course, you don't need, because you are not getting into this momentum handling thing yet. So you don't need it. Smooth out your body. But you will not be able to get to the momentum handling with those type of breathing. You cannot exert your force. You need to get out, right? In fact, one of the sound which is the ancient Chinese make for strike up, which means sinking, okay, or descending. So again, it is in this book under the breathing. Okay, so there's the opening, closing, rising, descending. Okay, it explains you what happened. When you strike, you actually sing, which is exhaling. You're making the sound like high, H-A-I, high, from your lower abs. You thrust out the high. That is the descending or sinking. Okay. Now, of course, if we don't train that, our set will not be able to get this far. Our set training will not be able to get this far. We only stay here. To practice that is not wrong. The issue is that you don't have this practice over here. You don't condition yourself for that, right? So, if you look at this, actually I have already a model for you, okay? From here up, if you have the book, get this book, okay? You need it, okay? For sure you need it. From the H model, from bottom up, first you need the nurture qi. You're sinking the qi in the dantian, nurture qi, so you can have a deep recovery, those stuff, right? And then on top of that, you will say, oh yeah, you know, you're going to go to the rising, sinking, open, close, which is in the momentum, okay? However, there's an intermediate step between nurture qi and the full force of rising, sinking, like full force ki. There's the intermediate step. The intermediate step is inhale with nose, exhale with the mouth training. Inhale with nose, exhale with mouth training. That's the intermediate, because you don't want to say, for example, if I know how to sing qi, if I know how to nurture qi, and suddenly I want to do ki, well, how do I handle whatever inside there? Since when I doing the nurture qi, inhale and exhale with my nose, I have no idea how this handling there with my breathing, and also my breathing might not be, the lung capacity might not be that big, and my strength might not even be able to do the beginning stuff. So the inhale with nose, exhale with mouth is actually the intermediate step between the nurture qi and the full intensity ki. So when you practice 修炼陶, for when one actually issue force, if one want to develop that, one will have to use inhale with nose, exhale with mouth. more faster, speed up the thing. In fact, as in the Wing Chun Inception, if you look at the quintuple in page 12 over here, so over here you say that like Y21, Y20 here, Y20, you say that swallowing and spitting like smooth rainbow issuing force. So you have to swallow and spit smoothly like a rainbow issuing power or force. That you have to have a sinking. You no longer can just use your nose to carry on those strike like you're issuing force. So in that part of Xiu Lim Tao, of course, if you just practice like normal recovery type, you just practice it, you know, like usually warm up type, recovery type. But if you really want to get fast, then the mouth exhale has to come in. Otherwise, you cannot support your body, your breathing. Okay. Now, so as we know, there's the sinking, the nurture chi, which is like the 2C state, and then there's the sinking, opening, closing, those stuff, which is the ki, okay, which is for the momentum and so forth. And there's the intermediate. Now, so how to develop the intermediate? Why is the intermediate is important? Well, the intermediate important is if you don't have the intermediate, you train nurture chi. The time when you want to ki, you don't know where you're going to use to shout out. Many people just use their chest. When they ki, they're not really ki, they're just shouting with their throat, with their chest, hey, but they do not hey, using the lower abs to shoot it up, which is the sinking chi. So they're different stuff, okay? Now, so the intermediate stuff is to train the inhale with the nose, exhale with the mouth. Okay, which is helping you on the lung capacity, helping you on the inhale and exhale strength. So then you ask me, well, how do you train that? How do you fill the gap between the nurture chi, breathing in with nose, breathing in, breathing out with the nose, to the ki, the full force ki? Well, it turns out that it is not that difficult at all, if you know the secret. Now, I'll tell you the secret. And actually, I'll tell you a scientific Silicon Valley way. You will get it. However, you need to develop the nurture chi with all the instruction, following all the instruction here to develop the nurture chi. And of course, if you develop the nurture chi, you can see scientifically your heart rate will going down, those goodies. You need to first develop that, okay? If you don't develop that, you cannot carry to more high intensity and then go into the, in order to support going to the high speed momentum, high intensity play. Now, so many of you have already have this book. Practice the N1, okay? N1 nurture chi process until you be able to do those nurture chi. And guess what? It will be good if you have this, but you don't need that yet, okay? You just need to get a straw. A straw, not a small straw, a big straw, okay? You cut it off about 2 inches, and then you just put in your mouth, So over here, you don't use any force. You just stay in the mouth. Okay. Now, when you inhale, you do the same with this. Your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. You inhale. Let it going down to really deep in your stomach. However, when you exhale, you bring your tongue down. You exhale with the straw. Okay? You don't want to use force first. You just let whatever it is exhale, like you flow out from the straw instead of from your nose. So you do the N1 process, and then with the intermediate training of breathing in with your nose, breathing out with your mouth, you just put this in. Make sure that your tongue can go up when you inhale and then can go down when you exhale. And then your breathing actually flow out when you exhale with the pipe instead of with your nose. Okay? If you do that, it will further make your breathing deeper. Okay? Meaning that you have a bigger lung capacity, and it will exercise more of your muscle handling inside there. So in today's, when you inhale, in the science, when you inhale with the nose, exhale with the mouth, you know that it is helping to improve the lung and also the circulation inside. Okay, that's scientific. So that is how it is. You do the N1, and then you substitute this for your nose, and you do that. Say every day in the ancient, it's like you do about 3 minutes a day. And even if you do for a few days or even one day, you will depend on your N1 process, how good you handle the Nezhua Qi. You can feel that you have more awareness of your body, of your internal breathing part of your body. And with that, when you get into more strengthening training, like today's hard sports, this is very good scientific way, right? Then you be able to very naturally handling it. Instead of we don't know what it is, so you brute force the entire thing. Okay? So this is what I like to share with you, the intermediate training. Okay, and you just have to use this. The issue is that you need to get this N1 process and develop it. And so many of you guys I know have this book already. Just go pay really attention and do it, and then you will see the benefit of it. Okay, you can handle there, so that when you want to breathe louder or breathe more intensity with your mouth, even at the plain Xiu Lim Tao, you have a more smooth handling. Okay, and of course, with that we can actually get into this today's sports science use of further develop the intensity, the lung, the inhale exhale strength, and the lung volume capacity. So you can see from natural you further improve it with science, and that's what we in the West want to do. So this is all quantified stuff. You measure it, you know how many liter, you know how much the pressure of your strength of your inhale exhale. We got this now. And so from the ancient, we have the Nezhua Qi, we have the breathe in with the nose, breathe out with the mouth, and then for one step out on top of that to the high intensity momentum handling, we have this. Okay, science proven. Okay, if you don't have this expensive one, you can have this one. Okay, this is like $30–40. This is about $300. Okay, but this is have a what do you call it? The applications, the phone apps. This doesn't have the phone apps, but still will do a good job. So that is how it is. So that's why I say that this is Silicon Valley 2021 Kung Fu platform. We go completely scientific. Whether you got it or you don't get it, you know. And with this, when you practice your Xiu Lim Tao, when you want to apply force or you want to get your rhythm faster, you know that you need to exhale with your mouth. And then because if you have this intermediate training, you'll be able to do that, the switch. You can try out things without brute force the entire thing. So this is what I like to share with you, okay? So of course I'm going to sell you my books, right? Well, seriously, you need this much information to really develop your Xiu Lim Tao. So let's stop for those lineage and all this thing. We need to get this. We like it or not, the Western sport, our MMA friend and so forth already using this kind of stuff, boxers and so forth. We like it or not, that's a reality. Okay? And so we need this, and we also need this, and we have a full spectrum of the thing. Like me today, I seldom use this kind of thing. I have it. But I'm 60 something, I'm not going to fight or anything. I'm not going to develop those kind of things. So me is mostly on the nurture chi, and then I don't use this either anymore. Guess what I'm doing? 6 healing sound. Because when you do 6 healing sound, it is inhale with the nose, exhale with the mouth. So you can think about 6 healing sound is like instead of using the straw, I just have I'm changing the straw with this, you know, all the mouthpiece changing. That's 6 healing sound. Scientifically, we know what it is already. It's important because only this way we can get result. Keep honest with ourselves. Okay, because everybody pay money, invest on time. They should know what it is, and ultimately we want to be able to prove it with the science, not selling snake oils. Okay. So if you're interested in the Xiu Lim Tao, Wing Chun development and ancient internal art, real internal art, you cannot replace this book. For now, up to today, 2021 June the 3rd, there's no such book which is present what this book is presenting for Chinese Kung Fu. Because this book is the first book mapped into all the sport science and the heart rate and this thing. Okay? So this is to share with you. There's a lot of things in the Xiu Lim Tao. The full writing is at the chapter 1. There are many things. It's a really in-depth stuff. So we want to evoke as much as possible. There's the technology.